and it beeps, and then it shuts off. It is. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not. Look, I'm not saying that any one person's struggle is. Well, thank you. I kind of feel cool while I'm wearing it. But not. Excuse me. Not any one struggle is more important or more defined or whatever. I mean, it's individual. We all have. Look, we all deal with things in a. Exactly. Nobody knows. So, curiosity over. It's the Brooklyn way. I dig it. I forgot what I was going to say. So choose curiosity rather than judgment, I guess. So like if somebody's if you don't know, don't understand what somebody's going through, rather than making a snap decision, maybe go. But just talk to them. Ask them, ask them what's going on. Ask them if they're okay. Yes, it is. I am stimulating my brain. It is, Lottie. It is photobiomodulation. It's just a bunch of red flickery lights that's supposed to get under my skin and help my brain work better. Yep, mushrooms. There's several studies dealing with microdosing and Parkinson's. Of course, there's lion's mane. There's all kind of different supplements and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I want to feel like that. No lobotomy. No, wrong side. This is on the back. Lobotomy here. Completely forgot what I was saying. I do that sometimes. That's parkie brain, whatever. It just doesn't always, like, it's not that I don't know the words, it's that I can't retrieve the words. It's a little bit more than, hey, this is just on the tip of my tongue kind of thing. So, but yeah, mushrooms work. That's what I was going to say. There's a part of me that truly feels that I can outthink Parkinson's, at least for now. So I got to try whatever. Because it's not going away. There's no cure. It's progressive. It sucks, to say the least. I mean, imagine, if you will, not being able to be comfortable in your own body. Because your brain is losing the ability to tell your body how to move and what to do. I mean, look, the majority, yeah, it's tremor, it's shaking, but I don't present, excuse me, I don't present that way. I mean, I'm more stiffness, rigidity, dystonia, basically. So Jimmy Choi summed it up, and it was a really good video describing dystonia. Basically, it's your body and well, thank you, sir. I like to listen and talk to people. I mean, it's how we learn stuff. So, but it makes it, the body wants to contract in on itself. So that is one of the. I mean, he does a whole idea skit with. He does push-ups with the exercise band. So non-trimmer gang. That's right, Mike. God, do you ever look? And I know we're not supposed to compare and do whatever, but are there, Mike? Are there times that you feel like you would rather deal with the trimmer than just the dystonia and the cramping and not being able, well, we've talked about that, not being able to use your hands to type or move or do whatever. So yeah. And it's sad that we feel that way. I mean, it's just, it is the most, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Love Michael J. Fox. That was very well written, very well put together. I expected more. Granted, I've come to the realization that it was a very high level overview. I mean, look, we're in the trenches, dude. We're fighting this every day. We know this stuff. And we forget that sometimes, like, the majority of people just don't. Thanks, sir. You enjoy and have a great day as well. I'm gonna try my best. I mean, it's Friday, the sun's shining. I'm not in the. Blade Runner post-apocalyptic Northeast with all of the wildfire smoke and orange skies and stuff. I mean, it's a little hazy here. My eyes can feel it. But see, that's, and Eric and I we've talked about this, and so I did the Strive PD. You're doing a watch. They have an app that will basically, like, you log your meds, and it uses the sensors in the watch to record movements, dystonia versus dyskinesia. Eric has told me, and others have said, "Ow, damn it, cat just got stuck in my leg." Where was I? Oh, he thinks, and others have told me they think it's tremor. I'm pretty sure it's dyskinesia. I mean, I'm like right on the edge, of if I take a full dose, I get a little twitchy. If I take half, and I've tested this, there's no smooth way to get the dopamine into our system yet. I mean, there's just not. I'm just on regular Cinemed. I tried Rotari for a while. It was too random. Like, sometimes it would work, and other times it just didn't feel like it did anything. Like, my doctor, like, I've not been put on any. So they say with this one, and see, beeping, so I can take the helmet off now. From the doctor or the researchers and the folks that we spoke with, probably, I mean, at least, here's kind of, that's the bad thing too. Now I got a little floof there, a little cowlick. At least 10 weeks. They said, before you really notice any difference. It does seem to help with the brain fog, thankfully. which is always helpful. Movement motor wise, haven't really noticed anything yet, but like I said, we got it the first of the year and was supposed to go through and did that, and then chaos happened and set in, and I kind of got off schedule. So I'm trying to get back in and logging and documenting what, how, when I'm doing, kind of thing. So we'll see. I mean, I'm continuing. Kind of excited. Finally got flights nailed down for Barcelona. Oh, I'm anxious too. They do one. They have another, like the first device that I saw from them. Actually, it was like a little wand, and it's supposed to. It more so helps with the gut biome. So there's like a row that you go across, and then the back of your neck. Because yeah, I mean it's vagus nerve, digestive. I mean, look, we don't know yet. There's so much more we don't know about this than we do at this point. But we just keep going. Yeah, long story on that one, Mike. So I applied for the travel grant before Thanksgiving last year. Didn't hear anything. Hey, Blake, sup, brother? Got tickets. Flights are. This thing's gonna happen. I got to send you money too, so I've got it. I've not forgotten. I'm gonna get it to you. So yeah, kind of thought, didn't hear anything first of the year, and Angie and I had basically said, look, we'll just skip this one, and we'll catch it next time. It'll probably come back to the States, whatever. So we kind of gave up. Didn't say anything. January rolls through, February rolls through. Well, second week of March, I get an email saying, "Hey, congratulations! We've awarded you a travel grant." So now it's middle of March. We don't have passports because we've kind of given up on the plan of going. Don't have tickets, don't have a place to stay, so we're trying to get all this stuff done. We didn't really want to book or make anything, definite, because we weren't sure, because we didn't know if we were going to even get our passports in time. So and look, procrastination is a parkie thing. I mean, you can't tell me it's not. And I've always been good with that. But so yeah, yesterday, day before, got up 5:30, spent several hours on the phone. Yes, he does. He's killing it. I mean, he's doing well. I sent you, Mike? Did I get you on our on the calendar invite for our support group call? Because we're doing that, and we're also doing a care partner support group, or pairs. Some don't like to hear it called support group, which is fine. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's a different. We're very reverent. We're very informal, as you can probably tell. And we're just a big family. Okay. Either go to parkie.tv or just send me a message with your email, and I'll get you in on that. What was I saying? Oh, the group. We're just. I mean, look, we're family at this point. I mean, we're very informal. We laugh, we joke, we carry on, but we also try to work in, content and questions for folks. I mean, it's one of those. We try to do topics, but it's one of those things that as soon as you hear the word, somebody mentions something, and then someone else says, "Oh, that happens to you as well." Then it's free for all at that point. And then around 9:30, it just turns into chaos, which is cool. I mean, I enjoy chaos as much as anybody. I kind of I feel like I thrive more in chaos than I do anything else. So, right? I mean, I don't know. I roll with what you got, Blake. Oh, Spain story. Thank you. See, let me get the cat out of the way. So yeah, so where was it? March. Yeah, so we're in the middle of March. I we're getting ready. I'm getting stuff together to go submit for passport. So my wife breaks her foot. She shattered the second through the fifth metatarsal in her left foot. So that week, so we're trying to get all this done and set out. So she can't walk. She can't go, to the offices to get her passport done. So I've got mine submitted, and at that point, it's like 6 to 9 weeks processing time. 2 weeks goes by. She feels like she can walk and put pressure on it now. So then she goes to submit her info for passport. That morning, the State Department had bumped it from 6 to 9 weeks to 10 to 13 weeks, which still at the time puts us like this week. So I calculated it was going to be, first, second week of June. So we're okay. So they bump that, and then we pay extra to have hers expedited. So she gets hers first. I get mine 2 weeks later, oddly enough. Which in the meantime we're doing the Gray Strong event in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So we're all up and we're rolling in through that. Blake finally gets us organized enough to actually, book housing, for us to place for us to stay. So we get that done, and come back home, and I'm like, well, now we gotta figure out this flight thing, which was, ugh. But look, I want someone to explain to me, and if there's anybody out there that knows anyone in the airline ticketing industry, explain to me how a flight can go either up or down close to $800 in less than a 12-hour period. I mean, and it was chaos. I mean, it was just so friggin' random. But I finally found one. So, like, an airlines won't let you split payments among multiple sources. Blah blah blah. And I didn't like. There were a lot of flights, right? I mean, I'm sure you've noticed it more so than anybody. But yeah, so I mean, I did so many Google searches and different whatevers, but finally found one and just said, "Look, I gotta pull the trigger. I gotta get it done because, I mean, it's 2.5 weeks, man. 3 weeks, is it? The calendar. Let's go to the calendar. So today's the 9th. So yeah, we fly out from Roanoke on the 30th. Mocha. Mark's going, Blake's going, myself, Eric, Trembling EMT's going, Amber is going, I mean, there's some others. Several of the folks from the UK are going. I've talked to a couple of them. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm trying to think of whoever. Hello, Miss Posky Princess. Yes, Blake, I did. I sent Tom a message yesterday, and asked him if, and he said he'll be there after the weekend. So I'm guessing he's going to show up like Monday or Tuesday, probably. Oh, it's going to be just utter friggin' chaos, Mike, and just look, my anxiety's already starting to going from there. Oh, there will be, yeah, they will be content, lots of cameras, lots of behind the scenes, if you will, kind of thing. We are talking Barcelona, Mary. Yeah. Because look, I mean, so the second's Angie's birthday. She'll be 44 this year. May was our 20th wedding anniversary. So it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of going to be neat. Look, she's never been out of the country. I think it's going to be cool. I'm trying to. She is. I mean, look, I used to chide her about the fact that a month after she was born, I was starting kindergarten. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. Hang on just a sec. All right, thanks, Mike. Like I said, send me a message. I'll get you added in on there. Um, and yes, I am trying to. Well, I need to get back into brushing up on my Spanish, but it's just I've look. My brain has been mush for the last couple of weeks. Just stressed trying to get this friggin' trip booked. So. For God's sakes. So what's everybody else into today? I am got a message from one of our yeah, I mean she's hilarious though. And yeah, I mean she does get a little screechy sometimes, but she's friggin' nuts. I mean, she just some of the stuff she comes up with just makes me like snort laugh, you know? And we need more than that. We all need more laughter. So yeah, Federal government banning the clock app. OMB directed agencies from government devices. Contracts do not contain requirements that may include the use of Chinese-owned social networking service. What was something the other day that I was doing? This is just nuts. What's up, Missy? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, look, it's this whole, they're stealing our data, blah 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 blah. Yet, a couple of weeks ago, look how many friggin', how many governmental breaches of information have been hit in the last couple of months? Policy implement personal owned devices not used in relation to content are exempted from the prohibition. Okay, so interim rule applies to devices owned by the government, contractors, employees, including those that are used for an employer bring your own device program, which sucks. Personally owned devices not used in relation to the contract are exempted from the prohibition, and contracting officers are required to include the prohibition in solicitations issued on or after June 2nd. Issued before the date should be scheduled. Policy implements a provision in the $1.7 trillion omnibus spending bill that bans U.S. government use of TikTok. Work. I'm sick of work. Let's just say it. We all are. Because I have to. It's just so. No, that was what it's. That was like the implementation, the cutoff, or whatever it is, kind of thing. Ugh. Right, Blake? I mean, come on, wouldn't. I mean, is the Canadian government banning TikTok because they feel like that it's the evil Chinese are snitching all of our data? I mean, Google does it. Nobody's upset at Google for doing live streams, or Facebook for doing live streams, and yet. I can't right now. I just can't, because my blood pressure is going to spike, and then my head's going to start hurting again. Right? I mean, I had this conversation with my mother-in-law a couple months ago. She'd got a new TV, or they switched service to DirecTV from Dish. I can't remember, but it had the remote had the Google Assistant. And she's going through and she's learning and figuring all this stuff out. Right? And she says, it's just amazing to me how this search knows what I'm thinking. And I was like, Tammy, I said, it's got a microphone. It is lit. I said, as long as it's connected to the internet, they're listening. It's always on. It's always listening and going back from there. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, look, any device that has a microphone in it, and that has been, the last 30 years probably, in anything connected to the internet, it's listening. They're concerned about, the TikTok algorithm. Everybody's got their own algorithm, so in from there. You too, Missy. I mean, it's Friday, so don't pretend like, don't overdo it with the pretend imaginary productivity. But have fun. Have a good day. I'm gonna. Right. Melissa got mad at me because one night in a group we were talking about. I don't want to say it because then it'll show up in my ads for the next month. But she's like, she messaged me the next day and she's like, "What have you done?" Because while we were talking about it, she was doing whatever and it picked up and it started sending her all these ads. And she's like, "I've never looked at this. I've never done." It was one of the mushroom supplement drink things. So yeah. So yeah, we're gonna fight that battle. Hello, Shannon. How's everybody? So I'm also doing I'm also streaming this live on the Parkie TV channel. I think. At least I hope I set it up right. I did one earlier in the week, but I wasn't sure if I had the mic set up right. So I'll be anxious to see how that one turns out. Exactly, right? And then how many ads showed up for that? Oh, it is what it is. Yep. It's fun though, some of it. Woo! Exciting news. Uh-oh. Hang on, I gotta grab this call. I'll be right back. Hey. Sorry, let me turn the actual speaker on there. I said I had there. Can you hear me now? I can barely hear you though.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay.
I might be getting a ticket at the same time.
What'd you do?
Yeah. Driving down the road like a maniac trying to get home. I don't know if you know this, but Walmart in Bluefield, Virginia is completely redoing the inside of their store.
That's what Angie's dad said the other day. He was like it's a friggin' mess.
I was completely fine this morning. Everything was fine. I needed to run in there because I can't find the ice packs for the cooler.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know how you just lose ice packs, like why they're not in the freezer, but anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure I need to go home and take an Ativan after trying to leave that store.
Yeah. That's basically what he said. He was not very, very happy with it. The last time I was in there was like when they were first starting to move the stuff. And he's like, there's friggin' shoes everywhere. He's like, you can't find anything, and all right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I guess. I mean, it just depends on what the interface is, or what the port is, rather. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.